Hey, how you doing? It's your boy Traveler Danny coming at you live with some post-pass tactics that got me my first top 100 in the world this past weekend. Let's go. Not only that, on Sunday there was a MLS scouting event for DC United, and I came up top with my with the same tactics, which is amazing. So I gotta shout out DC United and Esports Fairplay for making it happen. Great competition, great vibes, and I hope to see what comes in the future. But let's jump in right into my team. Boom. Let's go on my defense first. Tellez, solid player. I love him. I think he's getting an inform this week, so no matter the price, I'm getting that inform. Amazing stats. I feel like for him in game, he just feels like he's a beast. He feels so strong, solid. Let's get to my favorite one, Eder Militao. Even his go kart was amazing. Once I saw him on the market, I had to snatch him up. He's just overpowered. Like his stats may not show it, but in game, this guy is everywhere. He's good at intercepting. He's good at recovering. He's a good tackler. It's just amazing what this guy does in game. He saved me so much tackle that I need right before the player shoots. And I know you guys probably hate this guy, Ter Stegen. Oh my God, Ter Stegen. At first, I was skeptical about goalies. I thought any goalie wouldn't really matter because I had Ariola. He didn't really do much, He let a lot of goals in, some amazing saves. But once I saw people using Ter Stegen and how I struggled to score on him, I was like, okay, let me give him a try, right? Boom, got him. Never look back. This guy just saves everything. Obviously can't save everything, but he makes some ridiculous saves sometimes, and I love him for that reason. Another amazing center back, Lenglet. He's everywhere. He's a tank. It's like when he jockeys, it's like his animations. Like he gets everything. Like he always gets that player. And I love him for that. Semedo, boom. I love him. I just feel like he needs to be a little stronger, but he's pretty good. He's a pretty solid player in the back. He's fast, he recovers good. He has pretty good work rates for that. For a left back, for a right back, I mean. Boom. Let's get into the midfield. My two midfielders, Kante, Sissoko. You can't go wrong with Sissoko. He's worth 15 to 19k. He's a cheap beast. I love him. I absolutely love him. I think I won't trade him for anybody that probably for an icon, of course, but of course I don't have the coins for that. So he's pretty solid for me. Played a better games, doesn't score much. Assists pretty well. 60 assists, 234 games. Not terrible. Pretty good. Another one. Here's the demon, the little devil himself, Kante. He is amazing. A lot of people say that he's not worth the coins, that you might as well just get Gold Allen. Not the truth at all. I had Allen. He was good. Really solid CDM center mid. But him, he is the truth. He's everywhere. He's like a fly everywhere. He's also pretty strong for being that short. That 73 strength is a lie because I've seen him body big boys already. When I'm talking about big boys, I'm talking about Vieira. That kind of big boy. Now let's get to my attack. But let's get to my least favorite player. This whole team's probably Lucas Moura. He's only there because right now I'm struggling with coins, as many people are. So he was 15k? It was pretty cheap. I honestly don't like him. To be honest, I sub him out 45 minutes for my boy Corona. I don't like him. He doesn't finish. He feels too weak on the ball. I'm not sure. A lot of people love this guy, but for me, he's just not for me. Some players are for you, some players aren't. Boom. Let's get to my guy right here, Messi. Ever since I got him, he's just been amazing for me. It's crazy what he can do on that ball. He's just so quick. I've seen him just turn around Van Dijk like this. Van Dijk is just sitting there in the mud, what just happened? Turn, boom. His left foot. Oh my God, his left foot, guys, godly. His left foot is goddamn godly. He shoot most likely going in. His right foot isn't too bad neither. I've been scoring some bangers lately with his right foot. They might as well put him 5-star weak foot the way I've been scoring him, just to have that trait there. Of course, Dembele, the boy, another cheap beast, Dembele. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill move. And he's fast as hell. But to have him, I feel like you also need like a great super sub because after like 60, 70 minutes, he gets tired. Sadly, I wish I can have him the whole match and just not possible with him. So just have a super sub. You know, I use Carrasco, another like 2K cheap beast. Does a lot for me, honestly. My first OP player that I got was my boy Neymar. And of course, just look at those stats. 315 games, 309 goals, 143 assists. You can't go wrong with that. Like, this guy's been doing everything for me. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. I think this guy moves faster than anybody else in the game. I'm telling you guys, this guy on the bot is amazing. Especially with that left stick. Boom, 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 boom. I'm telling y'all. I legit reminds of tactics. They keep a lot of possession. So that's why you have to maintain that possession. You have to control that match. So you won't be outpossessed by the other team. But it definitely will help you cover those long balls and everything. But let's get into the instructions to the players, right? Neymar, simple, getting behind, nothing too much. Here's where I change it up. Messi, I put him as a false 9 because he has that ability to pass and to shoot. He has the ability to be everywhere, in my opinion. And his dribbling is phenomenal. That left stick dribbling with Messi, you get that down with not even just Messi, just any player. Left stick dribbling is an amazing trait to have in your game. So I suggest everybody, practice it. But having that Messi false 9, for example, if you guys trying to use this formation and you guys are used to like 4-2-3-1 with one attacker, a lone striker, that cam that you use, you can try him like this. Put him a striker, have a false 9. He would also be attacking and doing that. The reason why people will ask me, why don't you use 4-2-3-1? For some reason, 4-4-2 for me is a more solid formation just to be attacking because I like it being more wider. And for example, I don't like 4-2-3-1, the little wide CDMs, be way back. I like this, right? Okay, so we go to my wingers, right? I keep them balanced. Only because when you keep them balanced, they do a little bit of both. When I'm trying to keep possession, I don't want it to just go sprinting up the wing, I want it to be there to come back short. But sometimes I want the moments for them to just run up. So that's why both of them are balanced, so they can do a little bit of both. They can also come back to defend. So, for example, I know some people stay forward, but sometimes I need them to defend, and they're back there defending. They're back there, all right. Alright, CMs, Sosco, I go around into it. Put him stay back while attacking. Cover center, of course. Lean him back there. And I put Conte, drop in between defenders. You're about to see why. Put cover center, of course. My wing backs. This is my wing backs. This is where they go up. This is where Conte comes in. Drops in, for example. Drops in right in the middle between Eder Militao and Lenglet. So let's say Semedo decides to run up and attack. I decided to attack with Semedo. Conte, middle. Lenglet covers Semedo's spot a little bit. So you still have that little defensive trait while you have another attacking coming up with you. Because I like having that attacker just for that extra pass. So those are my attacks, my 4-4-2. Let's get into my 4-1-2-1-2. Of course, now I'm gonna boom balance. Of course, low depth to the Y. For counters, everybody hates them. Here's where it switches up. Offensive style. Possession. The reason why I like possession is because when I'm attacking them, down the middle, I want it to be, I want everybody to have that touch. I want everybody to be open. And with this, I feel like everybody's always in a spot where I have that extra pass to give, even though that means coming back if I see no opens in the front. That's why I use possession. And plus, sometimes doing that, I feel like I'm doing like tic-tac, like a little Barca style, and I like that. Not current Barca, of course, because they're so good right now. I'm talking about Pep years, Pep Barca, having like semi-possession. That's just how I play. I make the most of my chances. That's what I try to do. Let's go into my instructions. Of course, always on the left player, try to have a player that's lefty. But in this case, Dembele's, 5-star weak foot. Doesn't really matter. But preferably, if you have like somebody like, I don't know, using Di Maria, he's a left footer. Have him on the left side, just go to that near post shots, OP. as always. Neymar, of course, I put getting behind. I feel like I put him to Jeff a little wider, just so if maybe the 4-1-2-1-2 sometimes a little too congested, he drifts a little wide, and my boy Conte has a little space to pass. That's why I have him right there. But Messi stay forward. I don't really want Messi defending. What am I supposed to do with Messi defending? Nothing. He's a little boy. He does his bits defending though. He tries his best. Here you go, my boy Lucas Moura. Like I said, he's not my best attacker, but I have him. I put him stay forward, get forward. I mean, of course. If you guys have any attacker, have him as centerman. Put him get forward, in my opinion, so you have that extra pass, extra attack. Because I think Sissoko and your other CDMs will do enough. For example, Conte, stay back with attack. I put aggressive reception just so he goes to that interceptions. That's so he goes for that interceptions. Sissoko, boom. I put his behavior, cut passing lanes, cover center, and I also drop him to defenders. Just to have that 5 in the back, like I said before. Also amazing having any defenders. So this is when I switch off, right? If let's say the middle's too congested, I'd like to go wide. So that's when I go 4-4-2. Because the middle's too congested. I'm trying to just attack by the wings, use my fullbacks to come in, boom. And then let's say you're not really finding any space on wide. That's when you go 4-1-2-1-2. That's when you do like a little slingshot, like an arrow. That's what I think of it more as an arrow, just going right through defense. If you see they're also going wide, go right through defense. And it's going to be pretty easy. It's going to be little dinks, 1-2s, a lot of 1-2s, a lot of passing back, a lot of boom, a lot of support and attacking, in my opinion. A lot more quick pace when you go 4-1-2-1-2. So that's very important. To know when to switch. So like I said, to know when to switch, that's important. When you need that middle covered, and you see they're not using middle, you go 4-1-2-2. You hit them, they won't know what's coming. I see some players, they're just like, wow, what just happened to them? I just went 4-1-2-1-2 on your ass. That's what happened, and you got bodied. Let's go. So that's basically it with my tactics. There's nothing fancy, nothing exciting, but it gets the job done. Before I had 28 wins this week, and before that, I didn't finish my games. I ended up 17-1, I believe. But before that, I had again another victorious 28-1. But I guess you guys need to adapt. This is my post-pass tactics. I used to use 4-2-3-1, like I feel like many of y'all used. But for me, after the patch, didn't work out. So I had to try new endeavors, and of course, it helped me out very much so. So I've seen some people wanted to see my controller settings, nothing big, but I'll show them, Where is it? Put settings here, custom controllers, right? Boom, we're getting to it. I only have time finishing just for headers. Like sometimes, like every now and then, if you hit a green header, it might go in. You have a chance of going in, to be honest. Like this past weekend, I've scored about 3 timed headers, which is pretty cool. But if you guys don't use it and you guys are like panicking and pressing B, I recommend take it off, because if you hit red, it's gonna go out most likely, like a very high percent chance it's not going in the net. Second defender switch icon, I have that. I don't mind that. Some people say it bothers their eyes. For me, I don't care. Pass box system. This is also pretty good because the AI will try to get a ball that's 2 feet away, even though AI is pretty nerfed this year, which I personally love. Because in 19, I hate when people use that AI defending, because they just stood there. They had the player back and let the AI just do everything for them, which is pretty bullcrap, because I didn't do that in 19. So I like how they did it manually now, so it kind of helped me. Alright, let's get into auto switching movement. I don't do much of it, leave it at none. Jockey, assisted for sure, because if you have a manual, you might do a mistake that mistake will cost you that player to move a little too right or a little too left or a little away from your attacker. Assisted kind of like helps you direct where the attacker will be, but of course you still have to move it, but definitely helps. This is where I don't know if a lot of people know. This is very, very important. So having it on player relative would be the best because when you're switching, before I had it on ball relative, so it would just switch to wherever the ball was. But it was so weird because when I was playing, I tried to switch, and I was on the left side with Tejas, trying to switch Tejas, but I switched to Semedo. Not sure why I was doing that. I want to play a relative. This helped out so much. You don't understand. It helped you like defend them. It helped you read plays. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you. Like let's say you know he's gonna pass it to that striker there. You can go. You can intercept that ball. You can swoop in when you defender, get that ball. That's yours. This is very important. So I need y'all to let y'all know. Have a player relative, please, because it's gonna help you switching. Because switching is vital in this game. I know y'all many know y'all hate it, but this is one way to like make it a little easier, even though it's still pretty crap. And then I have just all these assisted, cross, semi. I don't really think too much of these really, but they're just there. This is also important. Pass receiver lock, have it late. Just because if you have it early, it'll pass earlier. But let's say you don't want it to that person anymore because maybe you think he's gonna read that play. You switch it to another person, maybe to the left, could now go right. Important having late player, pass receiver lock. So honestly, that might be the end of my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll come and tune in next time. Next time will be my rewards. I'm praying for Red Messi. Like if I get Red Messi, I'll have 1.2 million in my bank, and that'll be awesome. Upgrade my team, get ready for qualifiers. Let's go. Have a great day, y'all. Peace.